He's a host of Fox Sports 1070 in Madison, Wisconsin. That's right, Green Bay. Mike Heller. Mike, welcome to the Odd Couple.
What's up, Mike?
Hi, boys. How are you?
Hey,
we
Mike.
are great.
Before we get to Aaron Rodgers, quick, our buddy works there in Madison, Wisconsin. George Smith, who's does the news. What channel is he on?
Channel 27. We talked about Georgia last time.
That's right.
We visited. Yeah.
Yes.
No, good dude. Yeah, absolutely. Channel 27.
I went to college with George at
and
Oberlin
George and I
College.
went to Columbia J School. So whenever we talk to you in Madison, Wisconsin, we always got to give a shout out to George Smith.
All right, let's get
he out academic to you guys. He said he out academic both of you.
Definitely me.
I did have a 3.0. I graduated with a 3.0 undergrad, so I don't know.
All
But
right.
George was smart. But anyway, let's get to it. Okay, in Wisconsin, are people taking sides? And if so, whose side are they on, Aaron's or the Packers?
Yeah, the tide turned drastically a week ago, 6 days ago, last Thursday, and it turned against Aaron. I think until then, people were looking at the Packers and saying, how in the world have you not found a way to restructure or to do something to spend some money and to free up money in the cap room so they could have done some things in free agency? And they hung all of that on the organization. And then when everything came out last Thursday, I think quickly fans turned against Aaron in this. And I would say, shoot, I ran a poll today saying, wondering if on Aaron talking about being disappointed when he sort of visited with Tirico Saturday at the Kentucky Derby, but not on camera. And Tirico characterized it as Aaron is very disappointed that the news is out about his rift with the Packers. 85%, well, it was 83% of our listeners said that they don't believe that this was all planned.
They think he leaked it. Right.
Yeah, they think he leaked it, and that's not good, man. I mean, this fan base, very blue-collar, and they're getting the sense that Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to be here, and this blue-collar fan base has turned very strongly against the Hall of Fame quarterback.
All right, so they wouldn't welcome him back to play for their team next year?
Right. Are they to the
No,
point
I
of
think
good
they
riddance?
would.
Of course they would.
No,
They want to win, right?
I think it's his stance right now that where he's dug his feet in and he says, I'm not coming back. If they don't trade me, I'm just not coming back. That's the sense that the fans have. Whether that's real or not, I think it is. I mean, everybody I've talked to believes that the chance that Aaron Rodgers returns to play this season with the Packers is close to zero. Well, that would be on Aaron because the reports are also out there that even though they didn't initially do it, the Packers have thrown out a contract extension offer to Aaron that would guarantee that he finishes his career in Green Bay. But in his world, has that ship already sailed? And if it has, the blame will fall to Aaron Rodgers at a greater extent for Packers fans than it does the organization.
But they're not to the point of good riddance. To me, that's a whole different thing. If they're like, oh, we're tired of this, we're sick of Aaron Rodgers, he can leave. They're not that far gone.
No, I don't think. I don't think they are. And I maintain this with very little hesitancy that the best case for the Green Bay Packers and for Aaron Rodgers, and the best opportunity for both in this case, to win a Super Bowl is to have Aaron Rodgers stay in Green Bay. Rodgers might look at what Brady was able to do and say, I want that. I want the ability to be able to sign some guys that I want them to sign and be treated that way. But I think his best chance to win a Super Bowl is with the 2021 Green Bay Packers.
You know, we had Charlie Casserly on, a former, of course, NFL executive. He works for the NFL Network. And he said most of the time this stuff comes down to money. And I seem to feel that way with I'm with Charlie on this. This just can't be over a riff with a general manager. You might not like him, and I get all that. Guys have had to, deal with people. We all have worked with people we don't particularly like. It doesn't mean I can't get my job done. Where are you on this whole idea that they did pay him the money up front, but all that money's gone, the guaranteed money. He just came off probably his best season or second best season ever in his career. And the notion that, he wants to be cashed out.
Rob, I think there are two things at play, and I think the contract and money is third on the list.
Okay.
Here's what I think happened. I think that the Packers thought Aaron Rodgers had put together in 18 and 19 two good seasons. I think he threw for 25 and 26 touchdowns respectively. Good by many standards, but not really good by Aaron Rodgers standards. And I think they wondered if he was ever going to get back to having big numbers. So they went ahead and they saw a guy that they liked. Now, some people are going to say he's a project. Whatever. I don't think they drafted a project. I think they drafted Jordan Love because they like him a lot. And then Rodgers, very upset by that move, Rodgers throws up, I think you can argue that it's his best season ever.
Right. It's very I think his quarterback rating, right, was higher. Was that the only
higher.
thing? Yeah, that in the other season, that was it. Other than that, right.
And then I think the other shoe dropped. I think the season ended in that NFC Championship game against Tampa, and David Dunn, his agent, came to the Packers at some point in the week or two that followed and said, okay, can we dispense with the Jordan Love nonsense and let's sign an extension.
Yep.
We don't need a lot more money, but let's sign an extension that says Aaron's going to be your quarterback. And when they said no, I think that's when everything broke apart.
I think you're spot on there. I think that's once his people, reach out to the Packers organization and they push back. I want to tell a very similar story. That's what made Barry Sanders quit in Detroit. Barry Sanders approached the Lions about a new contract, and the Lions pushed back and said that they weren't going to. You know what I mean? Even discuss a contract. That's the behind-the-scenes story that I've always heard on why Barry Sanders quit the Lions. Not because they were losing or not because of he wasn't happy with his teammates. You know what I mean? He got pushed
losing.
back. Yes.
Just quickly, Mike, we got a minute for your answer. So is it fire Brian Gutekunst and Aaron will be okay, or is it fire Brian Gutekunst and give him whoever comes in to replace him, they give him the contract extension that he wants, and Aaron's okay?
I think Aaron's not coming back without a contract extension, and he said no to it. So I think both things have to happen. I think he would have to have Gutekunst moved into a different role, and he would have to have the contract extension, or this is not going to happen in Green Bay, and then they're going to talk to the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders to figure out how they make this work. Worst case scenario, and I can't believe this would happen, both sides get stuck in this staring contest. And the Packers said, hey, we're not going to trade you. You're under contract. And Rodgers says, I'm not coming.
Well, he has
and
to
if
give
that
it back a lot of money.
Happens, everybody loses.
Who would blink, you think?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I was going to say, last thing, if I was working at your station in Madison, Wisconsin, I would be calling the general manager the general manager. What a name, my God. Can you have a worse name to have to be able to pronounce?
You got to call him Goody.
You know what I mean? Right. I'd have to come up with
you know
a
what I'd be
nickname.
doing? Bye, Goody. Bye.
Well,
All right,
I
bye.
think the quarterback was calling him Jerry Krause.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
All right. Mike Heller,
Mike,
Fox
always.
Sports 1070. Great stuff, man. We
Thank you,
appreciate
buddy.
it, brother.
Thanks for having me on.